All right, we are live, and it is time for the Forsaking Faith after party. And of course, we have both Christine and Heather in here already with us, and we have Adriana, also known as the Insect Lady, or Insects Are Cool. Shout out your new channel, because you've got a new channel, Adriana.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm known as Insects Are Cool, but I just now made a new channel. Also, I'm actually talking to chat right now. As I'm a Skeptic Reviews. That I'm making. That just now made that show.
Cool.
Oh my!
So go sub to our channel.
Give us a link.
Bugs are really cool.
Yeah, you might want to go into the chat. I believe I gave you a wrench. I give everyone wrenches, so that enables you to post a link to that channel down below. And it looks like Inquisitive Quandary just joined us. And of course, Bible Belt Atheist is here. And the one, the only Duke Bonanza is also with us. And my good friend, Diana, known as the Lavender Lady. Who does a great coffee time sort of podcast thingy on Sundays that I was on one. I was on one.
Also, the proud purveyor of the funniest moment in the history of YouTube. On one of her chats, the Chuck Tingle episode.
Oh my goodness.
The ASMR Chuck Tingle episode. We broke the heavens. We split the sky.
Yes.
We offended everybody.
Kudos to you guys.
That is on the list. That is on my channel for all of you to come and view. As a matter of fact, I'll even bring out the link. What the hell, right? You know, it's
and post that in. It's a good one.
Not pounded in the butt by the list that's on my channel, and that's okay.
By Chuck Tingle.
By Chuck Tingle.
Oh, and then there was another one where you were on the after show when Kate was there. Let's see now. I believe that Russ was there, and I'm trying to remember. Dave might have been there when. Who is his name now? Darth Dawkins tried to invade.
Yeah, when he crashed that.
Yeah, and believe it or not, that clip that I took out of there when he crashed that, and Kate especially was giving him all sorts of hell. That's close to 1,000 views.
What's awesome.
They love it.
Darth Dawkins sucks, man. I hate that guy. That guy's such a freaking poon.
A poon.
Oh, man.
The funniest thing ever. One of the funniest times he showed up at Mole's hangout one time. It was me and Mole, and I think Stags was there, and Red, and a couple other people. And we were like not even talking. I don't think we were talking about anything serious. We were just chatting and shooting this shit. And he kept like insisting that we debate him and come in here. And if you can find it, like Staggerson goes the fuck off on him, and it was glorious. He's like, dude, we don't want to talk to you, dude. We're talking to our friends. Nobody here likes you. We're not your friend. Go away.
Yes, absolutely.
It was brutal.
Oh my.
Christina, Heather, you guys know who Darth Dawkins is? No.
No.
He's a presuppositionalist. He's a presuppositionalist troll. That doesn't. I mean, all he knows is presup. Like if you pin him on anything else, he'll fall apart. But that's pretty much. He's like the poor man Saitin Bruggenkate. Like if Saitin Bruggenkate is like Miller Lite, then Darth Dawkins is Miller High Life.
He's a glass of water, dude. Let's face it.
That's about right. Oh my word, he is so annoying. He also goes by the name Evolution False.
Yeah.
And I believe there are a couple of other sock accounts he's got where he just goes here, there, and everywhere and makes an arse of himself or an ass.
He goes by one of his YouTube ones is Fred Gwynn, like like Herman Munster. Fred Gwynn.
I remember that one. Yes. Yeah.
It's him.
Totally forgotten him.
That's the name he showed up.
Monsters was one of my favorite fucking shows ever, and that guy had to ruin it for me.
Fred Gwynn is so awesome, dude. The friggin' Pet Cemetery. What? That road climbed a lot of pets and time. You know what I mean? It's just classic, dude.
No, I like him. Like I said, the Monsters was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. So.
And oh god, where is it? Car 54, Where Are You? I think it was, where he played with Harry Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Of course, I'm revealing my age here.
He played the judge in My Cousin Vinny too, and he was brilliant in that.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a great movie.
That was a great movie. Oh, I think I froze up. Oh no, I'm okay. There we go.
Oh yay! Don't break.
Oh, damn it!
Do that.
I can't wait for my fucking new computer.
Standard definition.
Yeah. These on screen showing Battlefront.
What? Do what?
I don't know what the hell that's doing.
Me. That's me.
Did you break something?
No, that's me.
Oh yeah. That's
Well, are you playing something right now? At least you're not driving your house around.
Well, you know,
they put a boot on his house, so he has to drive his Xbox into the stream now.
Oh, okay.
Well, I figured out how to do this, so I'm doing this now, so y'all don't make a fool of me like you did last stream.
We didn't make a
It's
fool
all
of
in
you.
good
Come
fun.
on.
We have better material now.
Dude, I know this, BB. You need to, like, if you don't start doing like previews for movies with that voice pretty soon, I'm going to be unhappy with you, man.
In a world.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair.
One man, one desire.
No, I can go back to drive my house if you want me to. I can just switch games.
To drive the house. Drive the house. Like, I missed out on that.
So I didn't know.
You're even doing that.
So I didn't know we were allowed to play our games, or I'd have some Skyrim.
Skyrim going on.
Well,
Skyrim.
I'm just doing this because pretty much every other stream that I'm on, I'm pretty much just sitting there like, you know, just the awkward person that I am. And,
So
you know, throwing in, just being, you know, putting my name to good work of being the silent bastard, and then just popping in a couple words here and there whenever I get a chance, whenever Duke shuts up, so I can actually talk.
Dude, let's not pretend like that ever happens.
Touché.
Let's not pretend like that ever happens, dude. I never shut up. I'm like you just wind me up and I just go and go and go, and the awkwardness just flows.
By the
Like,
way,
you know, if you're a
BB-8
Sith, the hatred flows. If you're a Duke, the awkwardness
There you go.
flows.
By the way, BB-8, you've already passed your quota for words.
There's a quota?
No, it's a running joke with him. That's all.
You know what? We need we need a bing when every time he says a word. Bing, bing, bing.
Like a counter. If you
Like
break
a-
1,000, like money falls or something.
I feel a drinking game starting.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Every time Duke pauses, drink.
That's right.
We're never going to get drunk.
No, because y'all don't know this, but I have a special breathing tube in my back that allows me to speak continuously, nonstop, forever.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Now, for the drinking game, that's Friday at midnight Eastern over on Strike's channel.
That's right. That's right.
The science show with the drinking show with a science problem.
Drinking show with the science problem, which is such a beautiful title.
I like that. Yeah, that's clever.
Come on down to movie night. It's a blast.
Sassy Atheist wants to
And
know. Duke talks. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Girl, go. I'm sorry.
No, you can't be like that in here. That doesn't work. You just gotta barrel in. Listen, you gotta be a battering ram and just knock the door down.
I am so polite. I can't.
I am too. I usually don't talk much either.
Oh, I see the question you're saying that Sassy posed here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She wants to know if, do you think Duke talks more than me? And I would have to say, there's no question.
No, nobody talks as much as I do.
Well, except for maybe Russ.
There you go.
Russ.
I
Definitely.
used to talk a ton, and then I realized that I wasn't saying anything. So.
Oh, that doesn't slow me down at all.
Okay. Between Christine, between you and Heather, which one of you runs the Forsaking Faith that's in the chat right now?
Oh, me.
Yeah, Chrissy.
Okay, well, I just gave you a wrench too because I realized you didn't have one.
He's the Oprah of wrenches,
Yeah.
and he drives a Prius.
Okay, so you're the alpha female in the group. Okay,
I got a wrench. Wee! Great. Can you fix my brake?
could I have a winch, please?
You have one, don't you?
Fix your brakes.
I would like a winch.
Oh,
A winch. Yes.
There.
Fix your brakes, Neil. It's a Prius. You could just cut a hole in the floor and put your feet on the ground.
What am I, Fred fucking Flintstone? Come on.
They are the modern Stone Age family.
That's
They
right.
are.
I was making fun of Paula G earlier. He's complaining about how crappy his computer is, and he said the kind it was is like, "Oh yeah, I've had this thing since before I became an atheist." And I said, "Jesus, Paul, does it say made in bedrock on the back of it?"
Well, wait a minute. Paul converted not all that long ago. He converted not all that long ago, didn't he?
Maybe about 4 years, something like that.
Which is that's like daunting because he's so brilliant. And he knows every damn thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I deconverted like 12 years ago, and I know nothing.
Same.
I'm just
Because it takes
dumb.
long for computers to go to shit.
Well, so what happened to me is I was like, oh, shit, I don't care. And then that's how it happened.
That happened to me 2 years ago when it came to like debates. Like I used to be like heavy into it with the red pill religion guys and all that stuff, and just constantly getting into it with them on Twitter. And then one day I was like, "Why am I doing this? I don't care about this. I don't believe in this shit. Why am I even talking about this?"
Right.
Well, I talk about it because I don't like what the people who do believe that stuff do. Especially people like Ham, Hovind the Elder, Hovind the Younger, anybody who is, what's the word for it, legislating for discrimination against people not like themselves.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm after.
How many of us have actually been inside the Creation Museum?
Nope.
I have not.
In Oklahoma? Wait a second, no.
No, in
it's
Kentucky.
It's Kentucky.
Ken Ham's baby.
Okay, so there.
I've been with them.
I
It
haven't.
is. I've been in the Creation Museum. It is nauseating. It is absolutely just.
Wait, is that the Ark or is that something different?
No,
they are
It's two
separate
separate
things.
things. There's the Ark
Okay.
Encounter and the Creation Museum.
Oh,
It's
no.
like $70 for a ticket one day to go to both attractions. It's absolutely ridiculous. You can buy like a $30 or $40 ticket just to go to one or the other. I didn't go inside the Ark Encounter. I didn't have to, which I was so
Is it
fortunate
like-
to not
like-
have
like-
to.
Dude, it would be worth the money just to go in the bathroom and masturbate or something, just to go do something really terrible.
Yeah.
And as you're leaving, hey Ken, I left you a present.
Yeah, I want to do that because I live in Florida and I live near-ish Orlando, and I really want to go to the Holy Land theme park and just do something like that. Like I want to go ironically and just make fun of it, but it's expensive.
Walking there
Yeah.
swinging around a little like one of those rabbit vibrator things or something. Everyone just go nuts. Like, oh my goodness.
I
It's
hadn't
sad.
known
What
about
they have in these places.
Yeah,
is
and when they-
retarded.
And when they ask you what it is, just tell them it's a salad mixer.
I had not known about the one in Florida until
I
Noah
love it.
Rubens mentioned it at the Ark Encounter protest.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is where I was a couple weekends ago.
The
Yeah.
one in Florida is actually a trip because they dodge taxes, even though they charge like a fee to get in. They do this thing where they dodge taxes by having like a free admission one day a year, but they like never, they don't like advertise what day it is until like 24 hours before it's
Oh
the day,
my
and they never
gosh.
hold it on the state. It's ridiculous.
That's such
Like
a
when I was-
racket.
When I was doing a little bit of research on church taxes, that's one of the things that came up. That and Joel Osteen's mansion.
So wait a minute, he gets to dodge taxes by having a free day every year?
1 free day, if I remember correctly. I'd say, well, if I don't remember correctly, this is the internet. Somebody will tell me.
Of course, yeah, but I'd like to know how that works because I don't know tax law here in the U.S. for shit. So,
and I would give a free day. I'd give a free day if I could go tax free for the year.
Well, I think part of it is the attraction is on the church grounds, and it's considered to be part of the church. And,
I would definitely give a free day on the church grounds. If I
just don't quite know how to take that yet, Christine.
What you need to do is start a cult. Just start a cult. Listen, start a cult, get enough followers, get it called a religion. You know, you can have an entity like Xenu. Only if it were me, I would have the risen Macho Man Randy Savage. That's what I would do. He is yad for your sins. And
Can you imagine if the Church of Satan had a theme park?
Oh God, I would go.
I would actually find the money to go to that. Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to create like an atheist cult, right?
Atheist. I like it.
And then
according to many of them, that already exists.
That's true.
Yeah. Atheism is a religion. Yeah.
It's a religion. Somehow we became a religion. Don't even ask me how that happened.
We're a religion that practices nothing.
Well,
amazing. I love it so much when they say that, and I get in trouble for it. Even Neil's yelled at me for it. But anytime somebody does that in a conversation, I always just say, "Well, let's say that's true. It's not, but if it were, it doesn't make a difference if we're right."
That was a good point.
What the hell difference does it make if we're right? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't practice anymore. I don't practice anymore. I got it right a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I always like this the claim. I'm not perfect, but I can see perfect from where I sit. I can't. Man. I can't. I totally can't. I'm flawed like a fucking motherfucker, but it's still a fun saying. And I broke the fucking conversation.
Yes, you did. Yes, you absolutely did.
You broke it.
Broke it like a broken thing.
That would be a great idea for
let's
a
put
theme
it back
park.
Together again. Kitty!
Yeah. What's your cat's name?
She's Sylvia.
Oh, I love cats.
Sylvia's mother said. Oh, sorry.
not so much a theme park that's like, you can't have like an atheist theme park because it's just like, that's not a fucking thing. But
Who says? Who says?
Yeah.
Who says you can't have anything? Listen.
That's always the rejection of one claim. And you can't just be like, all right, no, I don't believe any of this. What you have is a theme park that's centered kind of around what a Christian theme park would be. Say, take the Creation Museum and almost mirror all the exhibits they have and then put refutal, like, kind of kiosks that show every fucking thing wrong about everything that is saying right there, just in one little package. And it's like a refutation park.
See, that's funny you should say that, because I was thinking we could just buy Six Flags and like go to the Superman ride and like change the name of it to like the Dawkins ride. And then like when you're walking up to the Superman ride, they have all the characters that Superman fights against and all that stuff. And we could just have like Aaron Raw and Hitchens and descriptions of them.
I'm all for it. Yeah.
Or we could I was thinking a theme park that's like Dante's Levels of Hell.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, just like
even better.
And or like a sex club, and then like you just that would be like low, but you like starts with like a bar, and then like place you can smoke weed because that's the gateway drug, you know. And then like,
of course it is.
You just go down,
right? That's
right
awesome.
After
So like
the joint, I want to start banging smack.
The fifth level, the fifth level of hell is the adult contemporary music level, right?
Yeah.
That's where you have to listen to Wilson Phillips for the rest of eternity.
Oh God!
Oh no!
That would be hell.
Oh my God!
I hate
and
to
James
say it,
Blunt.
Oh God, no! I hate to admit it, but I actually have that first Wilson Phillips album. You can flog me anytime.
It's okay. People flog me all the time. I like a good flogging.
It'd be great.
What's up with Sylvia, man? She's pretty vocal tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking for a little company, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Oh.
We have to take
A little
care of that.
frisky.
Yeah. I didn't get it done earlier because it was very cold. It was winter. And taking her across town, that wouldn't be so bad. It would be coming back with her still loopy from the anesthetic in the very cold that I really didn't want to do. So let's get her through this one and
then
get her down to Animal Friends. Yeah, it's across town, and I don't own a motor vehicle. I can't afford one. So, you're doing the cross town on the bus thing in Pittsburgh. That doesn't work too well. Hub and spokes work pretty well here in Pittsburgh, but no, you don't try to go cross town. That doesn't work very well at all.
And you don't want to do it yourself because that would be unwise.
No. That would be bad. That would be a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, poor girl. I feel for her. That's how I feel. Ow.
Yeah.
Hey, come on! I've been dry for 10 years. Don't rub it in.
No, just rub it out.
I love it.
Oh shit! I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
I would have been disappointed had you have not said something like that, dude.
Yeah, did y'all play NBA Jams as a kid?
I never played them.
You remember that? Like you would if you
playing actual cool games.
If you dude, it was a cool game. You could you could put in a freaking code and play as George Clinton from the P-Funk All-Stars. You could put in the code.
Oh my
You could put in the code and play as Bill Clinton. And if you kept the ball long enough, you'd be like, he's on fire. And the actual basketball would turn to a fireball. It was the coolest thing. It's the closest.
That's pretty cool.
It's the closest that a fucking sports game has ever gotten to being a fucking Magic game. It was the coolest thing in the history of time. I don't even like sports ball.
Nothing will ever beat the Doom cheat thing that I had that turned all the monsters into Barney the dinosaur.
No. I'm going to have to stop you right there because actually there's something that beats that, and it is the mod for Skyrim that turns all of the dragons into the Macho Man Randy Savage.
And Sassy Atheist, you say 20 years. You are not that old. Don't give me that.
She's how old? 20?
She says she's been dry for almost 20 years. It's like, Sassy, you're not even that old. Come on.
Yeah, more like 16.
I'm not sure you're getting at what she's saying.
No, I get at it. No, I'm doing the arithmetic. I mean, okay, she's got to be at least 20 years old, from year zero. But no, that doesn't work. There's this thing called puberty, which usually occurs somewhere around the teens. So that advances it a little bit,
Waiting.
Yeah, if you hadn't been dry for 20 years, there'd be a problem.
There you are.
We'd be in trouble. Somebody would have to go to jail over that one.
What are you trying to tell us, Sassy? What are you trying to tell us?
They friggin', I don't know, man.
She's
all
planning
the
a trip to
youngins.
the nude beach.
Oh yeah, I saw that conversation a little earlier. We're going to a new beach. We have a famous one here in Vancouver called Wreck Beach, and my dad used to drag us to that place when I was a little kid.
Since
Right,
Sassy
Wreck Beach.
So
It's called Wreck.
Wreck Beach, yeah, WRECK Beach.
Is that because of the naked fat guys? Because isn't that what all new beaches are? It's just a bunch of naked fat guys.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I remember.
I'd be perfect for a nude beach. I'm old, fat, ugly, right there.
The reason we have that is because very, very few people in this world are like what you see in the fucking magazines. None of us really look all that great when we take our clothes off.
For yourself, pal.
That's what light switches are for,
that
buddy.
is a matter of perception, and very few people. I mean, yeah, everybody can be beautiful to somebody, and if you strip away this I've got to be this. Then you're going to be a beautiful person. But most of us, the general population, we're not magazine style fit.
Yeah. So I think I look better naked than I do with clothes on. So
Come over
That's
here
awesome.
and say that.
That's flat out. That's flat out awesome.
That's the way we should all feel.
I'm like king of the dad bods.
there you go. There you go.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now I see over here in the side chat, Upside Down Sweetie says, "Don't know about ugly there, Diana. So wait a minute. I'm old and fat, but I'm not ugly. Is that what you're saying?"
I think that's suggesting, Diana. I think you're picking up what he's throwing down there, man. I don't think you're any of those things. You're fantastic.
Oh, I'll tell you.
It's not asking for proof, not the skeptical thing.
Now, just a little bit of seriousness here. When it becomes uncomfortable to bend over and tie your own damn shoes, you know it's time to lose weight.
You just need longer shoelaces.
Listen, no. When it becomes uncomfortable, that's when you just need to buy Velcro shoes and have another goddamn donut. Listen, have you seen those little like grabber thingies? That's what you need. You see one of those grabber thingies and some Velcro shoes.
Or you use fucking slip-ons like I do.
Oh man, well I'll tell you, I do go toward the sandals a whole lot over the summer because it is a little bit easier than a New Balance.
So I try to wear flip-flops between like the second it turns like 49 degrees until like December 24th. I like don't care.
Fun fact. If I could do anything in history, I would go back in time and kill the person that invented the flip-flop.
Oh man.
Really? Oh man. Yeah, I couldn't deserve. I love flip-flops too. And I live in Florida, so I get to wear them all year.
I live in Florida.
Florida's Duke.
Oh, cool.
I live in Florida. I too live in the phallus of America.
What part of Florida do you live in?
North Florida. So like I'm
You're close
right on the Georgia.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead, please.
I live in Tallahassee, so I'm also in North Florida.
Okay, really? Yeah, so you're not very far from me at all. I'm about an hour and a half from Tallahassee.
Okay, yeah.
Heather,
I live in a little city called Live Oak, which is like an hour and a half away from everything. So like I am literally like in the center of, and I work at a hospital, and I'm pretty sure that like this stretch of I-10 that I live on is like some kind of
all the good drugs.
Dude, it's some kind of fucking thing. Like if you're good, I'm telling you, if you're going to be pregnant at 9 months, ready to pop, driving from Minnesota with no ID, you're going to be on I-10 in between Lake City and Live Oak. It's going to happen.
Okay, now,
it's
Heather,
ridiculous.
Yes.
Go online and find a band called Aviator Shades. They're a local band from where I live. I've played with them. They have a great tune called Tallahassee Woman.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really, really good song.
Tallahassee's a cool city.
I will look them up.
Now you're talking about flip-flops. Is that toe post in between the large toe and the next toe obligatory in the flip-flops?
Yeah, I think it is.
Because otherwise it's sandal.
Yeah, because for some stupid reason I cannot wear those because they're like a file, and they just scrape the skin from between those two toes.
Right. So
I end up bleeding.
Well,
my skin is.
Diana, you are blessed. You're blessed amongst women.
Okay then.
Yeah, my skin is just calloused at this point. Like I just don't care anymore. It's just rubbed enough off that I can't feel when they're on.
This hand is.
I used to wear them when I was young, when I was a kid. You know, I'm 7, 8 years old. Yes, I could wear them. I don't know what changed.
I just can't do the toe post because it bugs the actual fuck out of me. Like,
yeah, me too.
Anybody remember like Monty Python's Ministry of Silly Walks? That's what I'm like if I've got fucking flip flops on.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate the sound. I hate the flip-flop sound. That's what drives me crazy. Like, if it weren't for the sound of them slapping against people's feet, it is worse than corduroy. It's worse than everything. It's worse than pickled beets. And I didn't think there was anything worse than pickled beets.
I like pickled beets.
Yeah,
no, you
I do
don't.
too.
No, you don't. You have been programmed. You have been indoctrinated into the cult of beets. Thank you. Beets. They only grow in the devil's asshole.
I could just see it. It's Eric Idle, and who the heck else was it that did that skit? I don't like pickled beets. Beets, pickle beets, wonderful beets. Oh, anyway.
One of these days,
You can
Duke's gonna
shoot
run
me,
into somebody
guys.
walking down the street in flip-flops and corduroy, eating some pickled beets, and he's just gonna fucking snap.
He's gonna. It's going to be a white person with dreadlocks. That's what's going to happen.
Oh God, no.
He's just gonna snap, beat the hell out of him, and like, he's gonna be like in the cell. And be like, what did you do? He's like, man, fucking corduroy, pickled beets, like.
If you were ever around me for more than 10 minutes, like my mannerisms are nature's way of saying "do not disturb."
That could mean so many things.
Right?
I know, right? I like to be ambiguous now and again.
Because like what is the type of personality that says disturb? Like what's the opposite?
Actually, I think I have both because I do have that too. Like I have to wear headphones when I go to the grocery store so people don't bother me. Because some strange reason, people like approach me and tell me all kinds of shit about their lives and their kids. Like I actually had a woman at Costco one time pull out a photo album.
Oh, what?
Sounds like my mom.
and started telling me about everybody in it, and I was polite and nice, but on the inside I was like, I don't care. Stop talking to me. I don't like to be bothered by people I don't know.
I'm like that too. Yeah, that's hard for me to adjust living in the South. Like I can't. When I go to the supermarket, I'm like, I just want to buy food and get out of there. I don't want to talk to random people. I don't want to talk to the cashier. Like I'm not mean, but I just don't.
So I'll tell my people. I'll tell my people to bother people.
What'd you say?
Sylvia,
I said, I'll tell my people to stop bothering your people.
Yeah, that's totally Chrissy. Yeah, and yeah.
I definitely.
Chrissy will talk to anyone.
Somebody
Hey,
give
bikini. Sexy.
somebody give poor Sylvia some catnip for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that'll make it better.
Yeah.
She could be wired and horny. Great.
I mean, why not both?
That's not good. You need to give her something to sedate her or something. So she's
There goes the curtain.
Like a male cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I tell you, there are days that I feel like just taking her outside and, okay, here she is, guys.
Go to town.
But I don't need an apartment full of kittens. That's the problem.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Hey, upside down.
Let's be fair.
I didn't see you come in.
G'day.
Yes.
Okay, that.
I told you could pull off a bikini, Nacha.
Hells yeah, I can. I look sexy.
Oh my goodness, Nacha.
That's the one.
My stars.
I'm going to go to the bathroom for a minute.
My stars. I had to actually click on you so I could have you up here all the time.
You can click on me all day.
Mm.
That one beats Size Strike in a French maid outfit, hands down.
Hell,
Two tickets to Australia, please.
So how's it going, Mr. Down Under?
yeah, not too bad. Finished work nice and early.
Oh boy.
Not doing sweet fuck all now, so I was just stoked to see you guys were still on. I like to jump in and say hello.
And there's nobody keeping you busy. Damn you. Jealous here.
No, not yet.
Someone else make him talk. I just like hearing his accent.
I do too.
I just like the fact. I like the fact that he's in the Australian Witness Protection Program.
Okay, sweetness.
Yeah, I got to keep protected from those witnesses.
That's right.
Let's have Chip Jaw.
You know what? I too am part of the Jehovah's Witness Protection Program.
Are you?
Yeah, I just keep them away with the big Baphomet statue I put outside of the yard.
Sweet.
That'll certainly work.
Oh, my Lord, I love these.
It's like the exact opposite of what you normally sound.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's the exact opposite of what he normally looks like, too. So.
Hey, don't judge me. I walk around in bikinis on the daily. I tell you, I wasn't lying when I said I'm sexy in a bikini. Not the avatar, not real life. The only problem is you have to really work on the tucking business, because otherwise it looks a bit ungainly.
we got a sexy nudge of witness that sounds like Alvin the fucking chipmunk.
Oh, you beat me to it, you bastard.
Oh,
Lord.
I'm actually working on a grandma voice and or a female voice, and then into a grandma old lady voice. So that's my next vocal project.
How about the voice? What is her name? Hazel, the witch that would bother Bugs Bunny.
Oh yeah. And every time.
Oh God, yeah.
For the air.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same chick that does Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Is it really?
She did
voice her?
She did all this. Yeah, she did all this. I don't know if you ever get a chance. There's a great documentary called "I Know That Voice," and it's all about voice actors, and it goes into like Mel Blanc and her and all those people, and it's really kick-ass.
I got to be one recently.
Really? For what?
Yeah,
that's cool.
For an upcoming Prophet of Zod feature.
God, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I wish I was a voice actor for Prophet of Zod.
Now, I've got to convince Zod to let me do a voice on one of his films because, that would make me in demand. All the girls would want me, right? No, I don't.
No, I want to do a voice on there also. I want to be Jesus, but I want to be Jesus as like a white guy that wants to be a rapper. Like zip zap, zip zap.
Come up with something like that.
Like zip zap, water in the wild, motherfucker.
Actually, quite the honor being on Zods. I got invited out of the blue too, and it was just, I'm just like, oh my God, that's so cool,
yeah, well, he's good people, man.
Yeah, Zod is probably.
Yeah, the production values.
Yeah.
He's got to be the sweetest guy ever. Did you guys see the roasts? Oh, of course you did. You were a part of them.
Oh, I did.
Nacho.
Yeah,
you were like, I really thought you should have won them. All of them.
I did win them.
Did you?
I did. I was the winner
I wasn't
of the
paying
round.
attention.
Yeah.
Duke, you're really tuned right in there, weren't you?
I wasn't paying attention. I'm never paying attention to anything that's not got titties on it.
That's great. You tell me I should.
I thought you lost one.
Dude. You can do like a rendition. One. It's like a rendition
I lost
of 8
one
Mile,
against Jimmy,
but it's actually like Jesus.
Wait, do what?
You could do like you're talking about. You want to be like Jesus, wanting to be a rapper. Do a spoof of like 8 Mile, but it's Jesus instead of Eminem, and you're actually back in the day, but they're like having fucking rap battles and shit. That's not bad.
My palms hurt from the nail holes. They're not really actually sweaty.
You're gonna have to work on it, pal.
I'm gonna have to work on it. I'll have to work on that. I'm as wide as a mayonnaise sandwich with the crust cut off.
Speaking of which, I had mayonnaise on my sandwich today.
Speaking, my doctor wants me to quit the mayonnaise. Wants me to quit everything that's fun. I mean, wanted me to get off the caffeine.
Stuffing her butt in your face.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Look, I need a dude. Come on.
Over here. I don't know.
Listen, if you don't get me some dick soon, I'm gonna put my ass in your face all night long. God damn it!
Okay, little one. I'll tell you what. If first of all, I may still have one, but it doesn't work. And number two, if it did, it wouldn't fit anyway.
Oh God! I want you to know that I just refrained.
He did.
She needs those candles that I saw the other day on somebody posted on Twitter. What the hell were they? Were penis-shaped candles.
I thought you said gavels. So I was just imagining like a penis-shaped like
gavel.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Well, you've seen Nadine do her crochet work, right?
What?
I've still got to pay Nadine for that. I still have to send, like, for whatever reason, like, I cannot get PayPal to work to send Nadine money, so I have to buy like a fucking money order and send it to her.
Fucking caveman.
What are you talking about? It won't work.
An e-transfer?
I don't even know what an e-transfer is. What the fuck are you talking about?
Bank.
Well, it's
It's
one
one
of these.
bank app, and you send an e-transfer. You can send someone money through email. They'll get a link, and then they can deposit it in their account. I do it all.
Okay, I'll look into that. I couldn't send her PayPal because it just wouldn't let me. But I do have a,
People have sent me money through PayPal, so they've got to be able to send you. Come on.
Yeah, this little guy here from Nadine.
No, I could send money to everybody else. I sent it to my ex-wife, sent it to my sister, I sent it to all kinds of people. But for whatever reason, every time I try to send it to Nadine, it's like no. So I was just going to buy a money order and send it to her. But I don't know.
What, they don't like it when you try to cross the border? Is that it?
I think that might be it because I've never tried to send money to somebody in Canada before via PayPal, but it won't do it. It says it's rejected every single time. So but she did knit me a tiny penis with a ring in it that I can wear as a necklace. So it's a tiny penis I can wear as a necklace.
Nice.
How tiny?
Like an inch and a half, like little bitty, like itty bitty.
So slightly bigger than his normal one.
Yes, yes.
Did you model
Actually,
it for
no.
her?
It's actually considerably bigger than my normal one. Thank you.
Don't
Thank
knock
you.
on my goodness.
But I have a tongue like a cow, so it works out. It goes both ways.
And we're done.
There we go. Monetization? What was this monetization you were talking about, Neil?
I'll never be monetized.
He would have to eschew me entirely. Neil would have to be like, "Listen, dude,
I can't do that.
No,
That's why
you can't come on anymore."
Duke, you'll never be monetized Bonanza for a while.
I'm not even trying. Not with the stories I've heard about people trying to get
There it is.
monetized.
There it is. There's the little crochet penis right there. There you go.
That's
That's
one of
the
them.
new name.
That must be
That's
Thor's penis.
I think
That's
that
not
was
mine
the
though.
original one she
Mine
did. That was
mine
one
is
she
flesh
gave to
colored.
GE.
Yours is a different color?
Mine is normal colored.
Normal colored. Okay. Normal
So now
colored.
depends what you consider normal colored skin. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
different.
I mean, if you're talking about a
What I mean is it doesn't have a green head and blue balls.
I saw
Don't they
that one.
all?
And I said,
Nobody likes
look,
blue balls."
it's another one of Nadine's cute little, oh my fucking God, what the hell happened to it?
I just love the yellow thing. It's like the attempted vein in there or something.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's a lightning bolt.
yeah,
That's what I-
supercharged.
Yeah, it's the lightning cock.
You know?
Oh, it's the lightning cock. Oh, it's electrically charged.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
basically, it's battery. It's a dildo.
Oh
Like the
my God,
rabbit.
lightning rod.
Like the rabbit.
Lightning rod.
Like the
Okay.
salad mixer 9000.
crochet dildo would not
Dude,
work well.
Dude,
No.
yeah, but she actually crochets it with like sewing string. Like it's tiny. It's amazing. Like you should go to
Can't
her.
top
Like,
the absorbency.
no, at all. At all. No.
Too soon.
Why do I call you people friends?
You keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, Neil.
That's right. That's right.
Enemies close.
Right. One of them in my bed just to kick me. So yeah, you're right.
Brilliant.
Oh God, have mercy.
So this is an after party.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. This is it's pretty typical.
It'll be fine. After you're done, just get a shot of penicillin.
Get a tetanus shot. You know.
And now
My boyfriend is a pharmacist, so I'm good.
you are honored now because you will be part of Neil's usual suspects, and you'll be getting invitations to these things on a regular basis.
That's if you want in the group, but it comes with a warning. It can get.
If you've
Yes.
been in once, you know what happens. Believe you me.
Yes. Yes. Basically, here's what happens. You look at it at 1:39 p.m. and you walk away from your phone for a minute, and you come back at
149 messages.
2:10. Yeah, and it's 149 messages. That's what happens.
You're gonna want to mute it and just pop in to see what the hell's been going on.
And
And
any
my-
But even that won't work. Because you'll pop in, and one day it'll be frog sex and some other, I don't know, Oompa Loompas or some shit. And then you'll pop out, and you'll come back, and it'll be like fucking some serious conversation about some serious shit. And everybody's mad at each other. And then you'll pop out, and you'll pop back in, it's back to frog sex. And you're like, what the fuck happened?
I'm sorry. Frog sex is important shit. Okay?
Yes. At least to frogs. Yes.
It is.
At least they're watertight.
Oh! Boom. And the award goes to Neil.
The worst dad joke of the decade.
Yeah, the thing I haven't been popping in too much lately, and I do apologize for that. It's it's running myself too thin, or I'm not running at all. One of those deals.
How are you feeling?
Me?
Yes.
I'm there basically. I still have to get a whole bunch of blood tests done.
But are you like feeling better or the same? Like
more or less the same. I mean, there are no symptoms or anything yet. For those who don't know, I've been diagnosed with stage 4 chronic kidney disease. The kidneys are not falling out yet, so that's not a bad thing. I saw the nephrologist. Wait, is it now? About 10 days ago. He gave me a list of blood and urine tests that's about as thick as War and Peace. I haven't got to getting that done yet, but I do need.
Do you have that much urine?
I don't know, man. It's basically, do you have diabetes? No. Do you have this? No. Do you have this? No. Do you have a family history of I'm adopted? Oh shit. Do you? It's by the time it's over, if he doesn't find anything, it's going to be a kidney biopsy. That's going to be fun. Yeah, and it's like, how am I going to pay for it? But that's another story entirely.
PayPal, for God's sake.
Well, don't forget now, and this is for real here when I say this. I have to watch how much money I get from people because HUD will try to take away my housing if they get too much.
They don't need to know about it.
They don't need to know about it.
What is it? Say have service.
All right, let's do this then. Just give the people that are close to you an address, and we'll send you money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be working on something if I have to. If worse comes to worse, I'm working on something.
Donations. They can't hit you up for donations.
No, they can't hit you up for donations, and we can make this happen.
I'm not worried yet because nobody has actually said you have to do this. Although my regular doctor, my GP, has already told me that she wants me off of the spironolactone, the anti-androgen that I'm currently on. Happily, she's made a suggestion of another one. So I'm going to see her in September again, and we're going to talk about that and see what happens.
Well, sweetness, I go to bat for the people I love, so you just got to say so. If you call out, I'll do everything I can for you.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything at the moment, so I really don't have much to say. That's the thing. Excuse me.
Keep us in the loop, I think is what he means. Just let
yeah, absolutely. What I should do is I should get back to my Day in the Life video series where that's where I made the announcement of the diagnosis. I went into a few other things, and it's on my channel, my rather boring channel.
You're actually
it's not boring. Your channel's amazing.
Yeah, you're actually one of the first people that I watched on YouTube. One of the first.
Well, thank you, seriously.
You're in my top 3 for like response videos. When you do a response video to somebody, it's like a fucking surgeon. Yeah. It's like you take it apart in such a manner that it can't even be fucking argued afterwards. It's absolutely beautiful.
And I haven't done a response video in a while, and I should. I know I should.
Okay. It reminds me of that meme where you get all the dudes that are like, whoa, and the guy's like standing there like, yeah, I just won some sort of an argument.
Yeah.
and they're all like, whoa, and they got one guy runs across the screen, he's like this, right? So I can't believe it. That's kind of what it reminds me of, right?
Because I pull aside videos on a rather regular basis, and I've got them stacked up in a directory in my video archive, in a to-do list, if you will.
Oh, figure out which ones are so relevant and then start tackling them.
Yeah, absolutely. And some of the videos are so bad that you don't know where to start. They don't even make a point. You know,
Nacho just put the meme out there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. But
who just lied about that?
I like it. I like it. And then the little one over here. Yeah. Oh, man. Sometimes I think I should take after SJ. I've got a few of hers waiting.
I wish you would. I would love to see you take down that fucking bitch.
It's just so no, but she's not really worth the time.
That's the whole.
I was actually once really cool with SJ. Like, she actually knows what my name is. She knows where I live.
Oh, so she wants something from you.
No. I just did it as a leap of faith. I was like, look, first off, I don't really care if anybody knows who I am. I don't broadcast it because I don't want every single person to know who I am. But I don't care if somebody knows. But
was that Steve? No, just kidding.
Yeah, she's just a bad person.
Yeah, no question about that. Especially after the way she, pissed on Mark's memory.
Yeah, that was the thing that did for me.
Yeah,
that was when I bounced. In fact, I want to say that my response to that is legendary.
Okay.
I slammed her and the fucking anti-poon Joshua Brister for like 24 hours straight. I just fucking beat them up with my words over that. Oh, it was so brutal. Oh, that was the worst thing ever. It's not as good as like Service's response. Like Service's response was like the best response to that, but that was just awful. Like, that was the breaking point.
Yeah, Heather's like, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah. But it's okay.
To give you a bit of context, we had a friend. We had a friend, Mark S.A., the Satanic Apologist, who had pancreatic cancer, and he died. And his wife took his Twitter and just announced a few things for him, per his wishes. And SJ jumped in and said he was burning in hell.
Yeah,
more or less.
I don't respond to people usually like that because I think that, being loving is important. But SJ made me want to get off Twitter. That when she said that, I was like, I don't believe in people anymore. I actually said that, and it was just just don't.
I freaking lit in her because like Mark and I and Rachel, who used to be kind of a part of the community, but she kind of took a step back. The three of us used to actually have a writing page. Huh?
Is she gonna come back?
I don't know. I think everybody misses her.
She's kind of gone into hiding again, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has her own thing going on right now with her life and everything. But like Mark and Rachel and I used to have like a writing page that we did in DMs where we would write stuff and we would like challenge each other, and like we were really close. So like when she hit with that, like he's likely burning in hell shit, like I just flipped my lid. It was just like, how fucking dare you? It's on now.
And then even worse than that was when she just calmly denied that she had done it.
Yeah.
When people called her on it. She reminds me a lot of Donald Trump in the sense that he'll pull something.
Calmly deny.
I never said that.
Yeah. In the midst of the entire thing, she was like, Duke, you're constantly calling on people to have kindness and all this and that and the other, but then you're hateful. And it's like, I'm not calling on kindness. I'm just calling at this point. I'm just calling on like common human decency.
just hurt. Like, it just, you are a reminder that people are not all good.
Yeah.
Like, you're a reminder that
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And it was just, for me,
I mean,
stuff I don't, but that specific thing was just like, I'm done. I can't, like, I just need to, it was too much. I didn't believe
it was
in
on the
people.
heels too. It was on the heels too of that kid that got killed on the island outside of Australia.
That one. The one that went preaching on the Forbidden Island.
Yeah, and he got like warned like multiple times, like don't come here.
Yeah.
By the tribe themselves. The tribes themselves were like, back off, and he went anyways and got killed. And she was like, they need to be. What was it? She said they need to be exterminated, like the godless heathens they are. It was like,
yeah, which is a bunch of bullshit.
Vile.
Wow.
Fucking vile. Vile with a smile. That's what I used to say.
What is it that what is it that Wonder Lady calls her? Candy coated hatred.
Yeah.
I thought that was Godless Island.
Is it Godless Island?
It might be. I forget anymore. We would.
What's this? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Maddie in like months.
Not to superimpose his head onto me.
Yeah, I tell you. You, Neil, were lucky that you got to meet the two of them. I've only met one of them in person. I'll work on the other one eventually. But I'll tell you,
you're doing better than me.
Aaron is a big sweetie. I love him dearly. He's a great hugger too, by the way.
Yeah, he's good.
Apparently not much of a dancer.
I wasn't allowed to have an empty hand. Here, you need a beer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. The funniest thing, I call it funny. I guess I call it a little bit flattering too. While we're at it, when I was at the protest, the Ark Encounter protest, which is where I met him in person. Later on, we were at Jim Hilton's house, sitting around the table, just talking back and forth. Whatever it was that occasions the comment, I said, I was born in 1957. Aaron wheels around. You are older than I am? I knew there were 5 years between us, but I thought it was the other way. Yeah, Aaron, I'm 62. He's thinking everybody thinks I'm younger than I am. I don't know why, but he's thinking that I'm 52. And
because you still look in your 40s, that's why.
There you go.
You don't have wrinkles.
Say again?
That's what it is. You don't have wrinkles.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, you got a nice smooth complexion. I'm jealous.
Yeah, you should see me in the morning.
we should be thankful, Dan. We seem to have inherited youthful looks because nobody believes me when I tell them I'm 52.
But it still doesn't get me a date. Come on, Kate, please reconsider, please.
Help me there either.
I'm one of those ones that I don't believe you're 52. I just don't believe you're 52.
But
one to me about
when I walked on the green at the protest, and Aaron got through with his talking to Christians as he's wont to do, and I happened to point his way. Hey, do I know you? Have I seen you somewhere before? Because we've worked together a couple of times. And you see this big smile, like almost happy to see me. And I'm thinking,
almost. They don't smile.
Why are you looking that way? Who am I that you would be so happy to see? But it appeared that he was genuinely pleased to see me, and I can't figure it out. But thank you.
I know why. I know why, Diana. It's because he remembers having worked with you, and he's stoked to actually meet you in person, just like any other human being. Because he's, you've got him thinking he's like this grand person because you look up to him, but he's just another dude that when he's excited to meet everybody just the same as you're excited to meet people. Like when all the other folk that you look at as peers, because that's the way he'll be looking at you, just as a peer, and he's stoked.
That was the best part of the protest. Was speaking to these people as equals. I mean, I'm in conversation with no illusions, just talking about nothing at all. And I'm talking to...
fucking guy won't even answer my Facebook message.
Oh, come on. I'm going to have to talk to him then. And then Eric Murphy was an absolute sweetie.
Oh yeah.
And talking to Aaron and Jen Aldrich, she's flirting heavily with me all night. Eric's right there. It's like, well, she was 3 sheets to the wind anyway, but that's beside the point. I'm going to have her on my show.
You tell Earl, we use expressions like 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
Last time I heard that in any relevant socials, or not social, but what's the word I'm looking for? TV, movies. Anyway, it was 16 Candles. The movie 16 Candles. Where the Asian dude's in the tree and then he falls out of the tree. He's sexy American girlfriend. And then one of the grandpas was like, wow, that guy's 3 sheets to the wind. And I'm like, holy shit, I haven't heard that for a while. And that was like the last one.
Yeah, I reveal my age, definitely. Well, I turned 12 when Neil and Buzz landed, so yeah, I'm an old lady.
I was 3, Diana, when Neil and Buzz.
I was that young when Woody and Buzz landed.
My mother wasn't even born when they landed.
Ooh.
Goddamn, rub it in, dude. Rub it in. Listen.
Yeah. I was
First off, get a good handful of salt. and just
smush it in that open wound.
Age is like a prize. It's not a.
Well, I have an expression that I like to use often.
Yeah, it's like a prize. It's like a Cracker Jack prize. It's like you thought you were gonna get something good, then you got something that sucked.
You get that stupid iron on that never stays on. I always say that growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.
There you go. Absolutely.
like that.
I'm with you.
Listen,
all the way.
dude, the asshole that said that never had to pay fucking credit card bills.
That's
That was one of the big things between the female slimy bastard and myself. She would always give me the thing, you got a lot of changing to do, you got a lot of growing up to do, and the whole bit like this. And I'm like, look, if I was what you wanted me to be, I would be so depressed, worse than I already am. And if I didn't laugh, I would cry. I don't understand why that so-called greatest generation seems to not get it.
Who's the greatest generation?
Say again?
What's the so-called greatest generation?
Oh, that's the name for
The wartime generation.
Wartime people. The people who were of the age of my so-called parents.
Boomers.
No, the generation before the boomers. The boomers' parents.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the pre.
Yeah, I am a boomer.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're boomer, and I just made the Gen X cut.
Yeah, because the boomers, I think, are post-war to 64, if I remember correctly. So, my late sister and I were both boomers.
We got to stop talking about generations, or I'm going to have to mention that I'm a millennial, and that's embarrassing. So
Yeah, me too.
Not the only one.
Well, there's the thing. I have this habit of falling for millennials, so
Don't make me bring her in here. If she's awake, I'll drag her in, and this whole thing will go into a whole different direction.
Whoa!
Well, there's no point in that because I'm going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes anyway.
It's always best to wrap up first. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Put a helmet on that soldier.
For that way.
Sorry.
Sorry, don't apologize. Boy, there would
Bringing
be
the
so
stream down to the gutter.
We're adults, Matcha. We can take it.
Damn right you can take it.
Oh. Every time that you fucking pop up in the screen, I laugh because that's just it's like you did a perfect fucking head replacement there.
Yeah, I was quite proud of that job, actually.
And you know that underneath is a bikini, so it's perfect.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Now I gotta go.
You don't want to see the picture of before of underneath that.
No, you don't want to.
Somebody did do it. There's all sorts of funny fan art out there.
Funny fan art of me?
Mm.
Just
No,
that
me.
one. Oh, what the hell's that now?
This is the one that Nadine made with her blender. Little block people. She made a few of us, and she
little
made me and my
Minecraft
puppo.
So
yeah, pretty much.
Are you Blockja? Is that what you're?
Yes, exactly. Blockjaw.
Yeah. Blockja. Blockja with Block Puppy or whatever the fuck that is. And at first I thought he was
a robot.
So
Block Sheep.
So are you the archetype of that particular art form there, Naja?
The archetype is in what it was drawn as, made like it's meant to be me, but I didn't do it. Nadine did it.
Well, in other words, is Blockjaw named? Is that whole form of art named for you?
No, that's the Minecraft.
Not the block part. No.
Okay,
That's just something that.
Not just a blockhead.
This is that
okay.
Nadine uses.
That's another old one, Neil. You know that, right?
I know it's also a Charlie Brown thing.
Yeah.
And Gumby, right? Gumby?
Gumby, yeah, Gumby and Pokey.
There were blockheads in Gumby.
When I was a bouncer at the club, they used to have TV screens up in the corners, and they would always have Gumby on one, like the old Gumby and Pokey, and the old Davy and Goliath one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Hey, Davy.
Yeah.
Which was religious, and I didn't really realize it at the time because I was.
Oh, I realized.
Oh,
it.
that was
my
so
God.
heavily religion. Yeah, definitely.
That's why I like Moral Oral better. It was way better.
Moral oral means something so different now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, given I have no idea what you're talking about, I'm not going to question that.
You don't question, Nacho. Come on.
No, that's not what skeptics do.
That's right. You don't remember Gumby and Pokey?
I know Gumby.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you don't remember Davy and Goliath, the boy with the dog.
I don't remember the. No,
Also,
I don't remember that
like
one.
claymation, like Pokey.
Yeah, I remember Davy and Goliath. Holy shit. I never watched it, but I knew it was the thing.
And Moral Oral was kind of a spoof of that one.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
What? Davy and Goliath.
No, was it Moral, was it?
Moral Oral.
Moral Oral.
No, never saw
That sounds-
Davy and Goliath. Moral.
Yeah,
Oral. Yeah, that's what they were talking about before.
That sounds like something you would find on Pornhub. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's not
it's pretty
spelled
much
that way
it is
either.
almost really.
Spelled OREL.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like if you went to Google right now and put in Moral Oral.
I got something completely different.
Sorry.
Definitely
Sorry, I'm
now
sorry.
said in my
It's
It's
okay.
definitely now
guys.
said in my history.
Moral Oral. What was that even?
Yeah, the oral is as in Mr. Hershiser.
I never saw that. Never heard of it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Or
Mr. Squiggle.
Roberts, actually.
My
Diana
God.
posted a link in the chat for Moral Oral.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Can I tell you guys about my favorite meme that I see right now?
What's that?
There's a car. It's like driving, and the wheels flying off of it,
Car
and
City.
it just says like a car's driving, and the front wheel is flying off the car, and it just says, "Not that wheel, Jesus."
I don't know. I kind of like the one that the car that was
like
like
that.
completely mangled, and the bumper sticker says "Jesus take the wheel" or something.
Funny too.
But that's sad, though. That's really sad.
All right, guys, we're 2 minutes, and I'm wrapping it up at 6:30. So,
Oh, 2 minutes. How many naughty things can we say in 2 minutes? Ready? Go.
Titties.
You can get a lot done in 2 minutes.
Shit, piss, fuck, motherfucker, and tits. Tits shouldn't even be on the list. Sounds like a snack. I know. Not your.
titties are not
New Nabisco tits. I can't eat this one.
Tits.
Titties.
There are my
I
tits.
wish. I really
Titties.
wish. Because you guys know that these come off of my bra. Damn it.
Yeah, but
is
you
that?
could just put them on the wall and then play with them, right?
Not you to talk.
That's what I would do.
What I would really like is, in case anybody's listening, $100,000 fall out of the sky into my lap, and I'd be talking to Marcy Bowers in a minute there.
That's amazing. Like I would if I had a wish, what would it be? Would it be $100,000? No. I don't know what I want to fall into my lap, but it wouldn't be $100,000. It'd be something way weirder than that.
200,000.
I'd go security, like
Well,
as in
I
lifetime
mean,
security, not having to
Were
worry
I not
about
to
shit.
have the $100,000, I could think of someone else. I mean, something else that would fall into my lap. But
No, you know what? It would be like, for me, if I could have anything fall into my lap, it would be a babble fish. I want a babble fish so damn bad that I can taste it. I want a
You
fish
wanna
I can
eat
put
have
in.
to give
Don't eat the
a
food.
description of what a babblefish is now, because there's probably people that don't know.
These are all atheists. If they don't know what a babble fish is, they need to do their goddamn homework.
Google it.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up a thing on my thing.
You can
gonna look
throw up on his thing, people.
A babble fish is a fish that you put into your ear, and it feeds on your latent brain activity, and it,
Right.
as a result, basically allows you to hear and understand and speak, and they understand any language ever.
It's basically
Period.
the Douglas Adams version of a universal translator.
Yeah,
There it is.
Just a working Google Translate is all it is.
It's goddamn brilliant.
Man,
I
they
want
put a
one.
buttload of dumb words in this thing.
It's Acts of the Apostles that actually works.
It feeds on
It's like-
brainwave
it's like-
energy.
It's like Google Translate without all the thumb movement.
Absorbing all unconscious frequencies and then excreting telepathically a matrix formed from the conscious frequencies and nerve signals picked up from
'Cause
the
that's
speech centers of the brain. The practical upshot of which is that if you stick one in your ear, you can instantly understand anything said to you in any form of language. The speech you hear decodes the brain wave matrix. Yeah, because that's all real science right there.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah, I want one. I'm just saying.
So it wouldn't work.
No, that's cool.
I want to have a conversation. I want to have a conversation with my dog, which I'm pretty sure is going to go one way.
Okay, Mr.
It's gonna. It's basically going to be like, "Hey, that looks like a good cheeseburger.
buy better
I like-
food, asshole.
I like cheeseburgers. Can if I had a cheeseburger like that, I would eat it."
Well, I tell you what,
That sounds like my brainwaves.
I'll put it out here and I'll put it out elsewhere. When Purple Rhymes with Orange came here to pick me up and take me to where's that place called Kentucky, he suggested that I switch food for the little one, and made a suggestion of which food I should switch to. And having done that, oh man, she's liking the new stuff a whole lot better, and eating a whole lot less of it and being satiated. So I'm going to thank you, Purple, for all that whole thing. Yeah, the stuff is a lot more expensive per pound, but she eats a lot less of it, so I'm actually making out on this. And she's making out too, as well as that goes. So, yay. It helps a lot with changing a litter box. You don't have to do it 4 times a day.
Biddy Love just pointed out cat in the background licking itself. So it truly is an interesting
Like,
view.
if you could reach, you wouldn't do it. I mean, come on.
Oh no, God! I would never leave the house.
No.
I would never leave the house. I would
doing
lose
that to myself.
everything. That would be like the equivalent of like crack addiction.
God damn.
You get so much exercise.
The price we pay for bipedalism, huh?
Has anyone seen, what is it called? And I think, Duke, you probably would, I'd imagine, Short Bus.
Yes, I'm on the
Movie.
short bus. I'm on the short bus all day.
No.
Because they do that in that movie.
Oh, do they? No, I was just saying, I'm literally on the shore bus.
I know, yeah. It's a movie about the experience that goes, yeah, okay, so you're actually in the crowd, but I'm talking about the particular movie that came out about the crowd. And yeah, one guy in that movie, he manages, he works his way up to it, and it's interesting. So I recommend that movie for anybody.
Yes.
Over 18.
Anybody that wants to study yoga.
Who the hell wants
to
study yoga?
We'll get a better orgasm. There's a bit of that.
So far, so.
Okay, now wait a minute. Did I miss? Oh yeah, okay. I like the way you put that, Tony. Though, saying you have to read Douglas Adams, and a little while later, some of the best comedic science fiction ever, up there with Vonnegut. Oh my word, I love Vonnegut. Yeah,
Douglas Adams, fantastic.
Yeah, Douglas Adams is great.
Tier.
Christopher Moore is really great also. Like if you want to read like a satirical Christian work, Lamb by Christopher Moore is absolutely fucking
I'm writing that down.
Hilarious. Lamb is one of the funniest books. I literally had to pull over. I was listening to it while driving. I had to pull over to a rest stop because I was laughing so hard. And the funny thing about Lamb is that like Christopher Moore gets messages from Christians who love it, and they're like, because it's really respectful. It's actually really respectful of the Jesus character, while simultaneously just being absolutely hilarious. I think Lamb, in my opinion, might be the greatest satirical fiction about Christianity that's ever been written. It's really good.
You suggested that one to me a while back, didn't you, Duke?
I did. I suggested to anybody that listens to me.
And unfortunately, I didn't think to put it on my latest order because for my birthday, Cy Strike gave me a gift card. Thank you, Cy. Thank you. Because I had mentioned a while back that I was interested in R.J. Downard's books, Evolution Slam Dunk, and the Paralogue of Phileas Fogg. So here comes this gift card, and while I was doing that ordering, I should have put Lamb on that, but I didn't remember to do that, so I'm going to have to do that on another order. Okay.
Well, dude, shoot me your address. I'll send it to you. I have a copy.
There you go.
Well,
there are two books that I give away all the time. Like I've given away probably 10 copies of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I've given away like 4 copies of Lamb.
What do you do? Give them away and replace them for the next time you give it away?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly what I do.
Too.
Like I literally
if I want it again, I'll buy it again. Yeah.
I literally buy, like, if I see Hitchhiker's Guide anywhere, I buy it. If it's like on sale or whatever, I buy it, and then I meet somebody.
Copies of Catcher in the Rye.
When I come to visit you, Dookie,
right?
To print off a buttload of shitty copies of the Galaxy, so I can sell them all to you. Like, you'll just buy all of them, you reckon?
You're going to be rich. You're going to be rich. It's a perfect scam. It's a perfect scheme. Like you've got it worked out. Yes. You got it worked out, man. It's going to work out.
Sit down and read.
He's already like this. I need that book, man. I need that fucking book.
I heard
that print.
Now, I heard that damn title in the background. This is the thing. I read Catcher in the Rye when I was about 11.
Yeah, we fight about this.
I loved it. And then a couple of years ago, I tried reading it again, and it was like, why did I like this?
Yeah.
I love it. It's like Catcher in the Rye is like my all-time favorite book, period.
Not me.
No, for me, my all-time favorite is Cat's Cradle. Vonnegut.
I've not read that. I read Slaughterhouse-Five, but I've not read Cat's Cradle.
Yeah, I haven't read that one either.
So wonderfully dark. It's a sort of thing that would put you in a fit of depression if it wasn't so good.
It's like everything. If it's like, well, that's like Slaughterhouse-Five, it'd be the same way.
Yeah,
it would, But it's got that great fucking picture where it's like everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. and love it.
Yeah.
All right. I've given you guys an extra 10 minutes. It's now 22.
Yay.
Hey, how do you like that?
Aren't you so generous?
I am. It's
You
only because
are
you're here,
just-
not when you came in with a bikini, so I had to do the extra 10
There you go.
Oh, I better go out with the bikini then. There you go.
That's how I want to
And
go
I'm-
out.
And I'm not even going to say what I'm
Nice.
thinking right now.
We'll take it off after the show.
I bet you
It's
will.
like those pens you used to get where you could turn it upside down and then the bikini disappears, right? All right. Well,
Oh,
thanks
good.
again to Christine and Heather for chatting with me today. It was such a good time. And I hope you guys had fun in the after party. Is this like your first one?
This is like, my first one.
Yeah.
Actually, the first one that I wanted to join was with genetically modified, and it went out. And I don't know what happened.
It
So-
went out? Well,
I
we
don't
probably
know.
finished, I guess.
Yeah, maybe, but I just missed it. So yes, it's my first one.
Aw.
It's my first party.
Yay.
Well, I hope you guys had
Hey,
fun. 'Cause
Neil.
They usually get this crazy. So
Neil, what's blowing your hair, dude?
I
You
have
got-
a
your
fan
hair's
going
going-
because it's 850,000 degrees here. So
Dude, it's like you're like a fucking 1980s fucking
it's my
music
Fabio
video.
thing.
You know what I mean? Like,
Music video, very nice.
I swear to God,
Except it's 50
any moment now you're gonna be like, "Home, sweet home."
Yeah, I can.
I'm going to have to
I'm
look up
on my
the,
way. I'm on my way.
Just set me free.
Yeah. I'm not doing any fucking goddamn. What are they called? Motley Crue or some shit. Man.
Motley Crue, dude, don't not Motley Crue. They were awesome.
Fuck Motley Crue. The only song they ever did I like was Live Wire.
Really? You didn't like
Yep.
Kickstart My Heart?
No.
Really? Really?
Yeah,
Really?
No, I'm lying.
can't-
Just to
we
piss
can't
you
be-
off, dude.
No, we can't be friends anymore, dude. Like,
All right.
fuck that.
I'm
fuck that.
ejecting your ass right now. Then.
Eject my ass, goddammit. it! How dare you fucking insult Motley Crue? You
They just weren't
motherfucker.
my thing, dude. When they were big, I was listening to bands like Faster Pussycat or Zodiac Mind Warp and The Love Reaction.
So,
Stuff
like,
like that.
bands that were like exactly like them, but not as
No.
popular.
They were more sludgy. They weren't as,
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm a contrarian. I have to fucking step in and be
yeah,
a
well, you're
dick.
the first 4 letters of that anyways. So it's okay to say it in England, but we're not in England. So it's anyway. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good time. We sure did. Dana, it's great for you to jump in again. And you too, Nacho.
thank you for having me.
Always.
Anytime. You guys know this. Nacho, you haven't been around for much of these lately, so it's good to have you in.
Get around.
And of
often
course, Bible Belt Atheist. I hope you're winning your game.
Yeah, I just finished another one.
Oh, okay, cool. So we got to shoot the shit, and everyone got to watch Bible Belt Atheist play Star Wars. Right on. All right, everyone.
I was
Like always
watching
say,
into that.
Yeah,
Maybe next time I'll drive my house.
I love that so much. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, remember, it's called faith because it's not knowledge. See you.